Yo guys, we're back again with another video for F1 Manager 2022, and it's safe to say we haven't had the best run so far. We've had 2 races, and in both races we've not really finished where we probably should have. First race we threw it away with Lando, running out of fuel on the last corner of the last lap. Could you believe? Threw away a couple of points. And the last time out in Jeddah just didn't really go our way. So we're heading to Australia with a point to prove, I think, and we need to get some points out of this race. And I have just had a look, and it is going to potentially rain on race day. So we could have a bit of a mixed up race come Sunday, and that could give us a good chance of actually getting some points. Maybe we could maybe do some split strategies and work on getting our first points of the season. So we've got nothing to do really before the race. We've got no prep. The cars they've both got the upgraded suspension fitted. We've got our scouts doing their thing, scouting some new staff members. There's really nothing much for us to do, and we're building a new wind tunnel, and I think we're building a new wind tunnel. A race simulator and a wind tunnel. There we go, look, 21 days and 54 days. So there's nothing for us to do other than check our performance targets, which is reach Q3. We were on the cusp last time. I think we started 12th or 13th with Lando. So we're on the cusp of getting that Q3. We're on 2 out of 3 for qualifying position streak, which is good. So one more qualifying session above P12 and we're going to get 600 grand. Which is quite a lot, but we'll go for that. Well, I'll take 600 grand if I can. Fastest lap, never going to happen. But are satisfied with my recent work? Well, that's not what they were saying earlier. They were disappointed after our first 2 performances. Good result in your board review in 4 months. Okay, I'll take it. I don't mind. Rain potentially on race day. Let's go.
Welcome to Melbourne for a weekend of fierce competition. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high. The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let the weekend begin!
Right, light rain on Sunday potentially. Expected strategies, 1 stop, medium hard. Pretty much the only strategy they're recommending here. Or 2 stop, medium hard, medium. So no soft usage. Surely that'd be a soft medium or soft hard medium. Right, let's set up our cars. Before we jump in, we're going to run hard compound, just like we normally do. A long one, we're going to go 22 laps on it. Car setup, here we go. And then we do the same for Lando. We'll go 22 lap run, hard tyres. So we are ready to go to practice. Manage session. Let's go. We'll send out Danny Rick first, just like we normally do, and then give it a little blast, and then we'll send Lando out as well. I do wish there was something else to do in practice. I wish you could specifically do some quali runs. I know you can manually do them, but they're a little bit pointless. Yeah, it'd be good if you could do some other things other than just basically setting up your car and getting a car inside to the track. There really isn't much else to do. Let's have a look at the weather forecast here just to see what we've got. I guess 35% chance of rain throughout, 60% forecast accuracy. We might actually be better to upgrade our weather centre a little bit, just so we can get sort of more accurate weather forecast. But so we need inters when we get to 1 to 4 mil of water, and then anything above 4 mil we need a wet tyre, full wet tyre. It only says light rain in the race, so we may not even need inters. We may be able to cope with our dry tyres. Depending how the rain comes, we could pick for some inters. It would be quite good to get a mixed up race. So we've got a great set of confidence with Danny Rick straight off the bat. That's good. First time out, that is very good. Now we'll just wait for Lando to pop in with his setup feedback. Should be any time now. And setup confidence good. So we've got great and we've got good.
It's pretty even.
So Danny Rick, car setup, we have 92% car setup confidence. Straight off the bat. That is pretty mega. All we've got to do is tweak the cornering and the traction a little bit. But we know the ring angles are right because straights are on optimal. Don't want to touch them. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's going to be right, but we can always tweak the anti-roll bar back the other way. Tyres, back out on your hards again. Run plan, let's go 16 laps on this one. Lando, what have we got? We've got bad, great, great, bad, bad. Okay. So that looks pretty good. We've got the traction and the straights and the oversteer all pretty far away. And then the coup greats, we've got stability and cornering and right there. So it's 57% at the moment. Hard tyres again. Pop you down to 16 laps and we'll confirm that.
How's the balance?
I'm happy.
Message understood.
So we've got Lando happy now. And Danny Rick didn't actually complete his setup confidence. So we left him out in 16 laps wasn't enough to bring him up to 5 comments. That's a little bit annoying. So let's reconfigure Danny Rick. So again, it was optimal, great, optimal. So I did go the wrong way on the anti-roll bar. Okay, we'll do that. We're not going to send you out again this session. You've got 2 minutes to go. Lando pit lane. What have we got with your setup, Lando? What have we got? Here's now optimal, great, optimal. Look at that. We are very close there to 100% confidence. Let's go with that. Minor change. So practice 1 over, and what have we got? We've got Lando P13 and Danny Rick P15. So Danny Rick's actually doing a little bit better. Normally he's in 16th behind everybody bar the Astons and the Williams, so that's good. And Lando's ahead of one of the Alpha Tauris as well, who was on soft tyres for some of that. So that's good. That is very good. We've got setup confidence, great. Not optimal, great. Still haven't quite nailed it. I'm searching for those final couple of points. We haven't quite nailed it yet. And Lando's heading to the garage. I need to run these guys a little bit longer, I think. They're not quite reaching their setup comments. Oh, there we go. Setup confidence optimal. Perfect.
I think everything's fine.
Absolutely nailed it
okay,
with
understood.
Lando there. So that is good. That is exactly what we want.
Daniel pit lane.
Corner is a little bit closer to the optimal zone, and traction is now the other side of the green zone. Let's give that a go. Let's see if we can get you above 92% Danny Rick. And Lando, car setup, what we got? Optimal, wow, we got great, optimal. So we're still not 100%. Still not quite 100%. That's annoying. Let's go with that. Minor change. Soft tyres. 18 laps, confirm. It'll also be good to see what these guys can do on the soft tyres as well, compared to the hards, which they ran in P1, and the mediums in this session. So we've got front tyre issues with Lando, rear tyre issues with Danny Rick. So we have a perfect car setup with Danny Rick. That is ideal. And Lando again heading to the garage.
And Lando,
Self
how's the
confidence
balance?
great.
How's the balance?
Only great.
It's all
We are
good.
not.
It's a cool car to
We
drive.
got so close. Cool car to
Okay,
drive again. I love
understood.
that from Lando. Cool car, Lando. Cool car. So where have we ended that session? We are 13th and 16th. So Danny didn't have quite a good one as he did in the first session. And Lando's in 13th, about where he needs to be. Both on medium tyres. So K-Mag has popped up to 11th there, so he was down here. Okay, so practice 3. Let's go to practice. We're 14 out of 15. It's the track acclimatization we're waiting for now. So that's what we really need to work on, get track acclimatization up, and we'll get 15 out of 15 performance bonuses.
Who's Lando?
I might stick them on a little quali stint, just to kind of see. We'll turn up the engines a little bit, go full burn, or close to full burn, maybe a bit aggressive, not full beans. Optimal for Lando, that's good.
Okay, understood.
Hopefully we'll get the same for Danny Rick. Optimal for Danny Rick. We've nailed it. Although they said optimal last time, it wasn't quite 100%. I do want to try and get 2 100% straight off the bat.
Let's see what happened
So
there.
first spin of the
All
weekend
eyes on Kevin
on
Magnussen
K-Mag.
there.
That's good. He's one of our competitors. If he
And this,
makes some
yes,
mistakes, that'd be
this
good.
is where they spun out.
Just a tiny little moment. Nothing really to
And the team had
write
such
home
high
about
hopes
there.
today.
Calm down, Crofty. He really didn't take too much pain from that. Car setup, come on, 100%. Optimal all round. Oh, so close. Great and 4 optimals. I might leave it there. Should I leave it there? Should I give it a little nudge? It's just going to be the tyre camber, I reckon. Come on, 100%. 100%. No! 97%. Same with Danny Ricciardo we had with Lando. The oversteer is not quite there. We're just going to start making things work. Let's leave it at that. Let's see what we can do. Stick on some soft tyres. One plan. I'll do a 10 lap run for Danny Rick with him pushing. And then I'll send out Danny Rick as well. And Danny Rick, you're going to go aggressive on this because I want to see where your pace is at. Okay, straight up into P10 with that push. If I push the fuel one to push now, P8, P7.
Oh, there's a spin.
Yeah, so he's got it. Oh, Verstappen
Let's
spun
have
it.
a look. Now here we see Max
What are you
Verstappen.
going to do the same as K-Mag did?
And that
Exactly the
spin is
same.
undoubtedly going to cost them time.
Almost as if that's programmed to do that, isn't it? The exact
That's
same
going to be a
spin
big
as
blow
K-Mag.
to the team.
Funny that. So Danny Rick popped up to P7. I know it's only practice, but that's quite promising. Oh, I'm very tempted to do it with Lando as well. How long have you got to run, Lando? You've got a little bit left to run. Let's go aggressive for 1 lap with Lando. Here we go. Watch him come round. Do 1 complete lap on aggressive. And that's that. And then we'll go full conserve. So Lando up to P10 with aggressive. Danny Rick, what's your setup? Oh, highest confidence setup, 97%. We don't know what this is going to do. I'm just going to revert. I'm not going to risk it. Go down. Danny Rick's not going out again. Come on, Lando, what have you got for us? No. Again, I'm just going to revert back. We could be making it worse, we could be making it better. And why have we only got 6 out of 15 performance bonus? Why have we only got 6 out of 15 performance bonus? We've got setup prompted now. That's a little bit funky, isn't it? Is that because we did the setup change at the end, but we reverted back, so we should have 15 out of 15. Hopefully that'll fix itself when we get to quali. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. So Danny Rick is on his flying lap here. What have we got lap time wise? 26.9. Let's just fast forward this because I don't really know where we're going to kind of slot in. I don't really need to watch it all the way around. What I want is Danny Rick's a second off. Where's Lando? Lando got held up very, very badly there in amongst this battle. So that was really not good for Lando there. Lando put in a... Oh, it's not showing me the best lap time. It's showing me the last lap time. That's so annoying. So 26.9, 27.4, 19.9, 20.7. So Norris got held up all the way around that lap there. So that is pretty pants. Norris is absolutely not safe. I don't know if Danny Rick's safe with that lap time, a 120.2. It's his fastest of the weekend. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm sending Lando right now. Will he have enough time to get around? What is it, a 1 minute 20 lap? So if it's 2 minutes out lap, 2 minutes in lap, which it won't quite be that high, but that's 4 minutes. 5 minutes 20 we need to get around. So that's going to leave us 3 minutes on the clock. So that's probably just enough time to change tyres, send him back out for a third run. 26.8. He's in perfectly clear air. He's got no excuse now. 19.9. And a 19.5, so that puts him up on Danny Rick, so that's good. So who have we got in the drop zone? We've got Hamilton down there, Alonso, Gasly. All three of them can go faster than us easily. Bottas behind us, Guan Yu Zhou behind us. So really, the representative drop time is probably around the Schumacher Albon mark. About half a second back, so I think we should potentially be safe. I'm not going to send Lando out again. I might regret saying that. I really might regret not sending Lando out. Should I send Lando out? Oh, what tyres have you got left, Lando?
Okay.
Danny Rick's got 3 brand new softs. Lando's got... He's going to have 2 brand new softs, so... If I send Lando out for a third run now, that means in Q2 he's only got 1 run on brand new softs. But if I don't send him out and he gets knocked out, we are in serious trouble because we won't be able to get our 12th place bonus because I don't think Danny Rick will do it. What's he? He's 2/10 clear to Danny Rick, so right then, what I need to do quickly first, I actually need to put some tyres on him just so he's ready to go if we need him. Go into this view because then I think I'm going to watch to see who comes out. So Danny Rick is definitely going out again in a minute. Who is going to come out of the pits first? So Hamilton's out, Verstappen's out, everyone's coming out for a second run. So send Ricciardo out now. Perez, everybody's out, yeah. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to send Lando out. Go now, he should be last man out. Mick Schumacher just in front of him. And is Lando going to make it round? He's got a minute to make it round to the start straight. So let's see what we're doing here. Danny Rick is going faster. Sector 1. Lando's not. Lando's going slower. Danny Rick's gone faster. Sector 2. And Lando is a little bit faster, sector 2. They're on about the same lap time so far. Well, we've got Danny Rick bumped up to 10th place. He was in 14th, so... Well, he was ahead of Mick Schumacher here. So I'll pause it. Oh, it's too late to bring Norris in. I was going to bring Norris straight in to save the tyres. Because Norris is safe. Is he going to pop up? No, he's going to stay 12. So, I didn't need that third run with Lando. I hope that's not going to hurt us in the next session. But I didn't need that third run. 12th and 13th. And who's out? Mick Schumacher. Okay, so what we don't want the guys in traffic. That's what killed Lando's first run last time. And then Lando now, he's got a good bit of fresh air. Well, he did have a good bit of fresh air until George Russell popped out right in front of him. Georgie Porgy. Ruining that. Hopefully he doesn't get held up. Danny Rick's fighting. Is Danny Rick fighting for position with Bottas here? Don't you dare make a move. Don't you dare make a move out of here. Leave my Danny Rick alone. Well, this is going to absolutely destroy Valtteri Bottas' first run, which I guess is good, but it's also Danny Rick is defending. Danny Rick's defending on his flying run, so this is going to be terrible for Danny Rick. I mean, he beat both Red Bulls. I'm not going to be able to say that very often this season, but he beat both Red Bulls. But he was half a second off the pace. Absolutely rubbish. Lando, where are you slotting in? There we go, 19.9, middle sector. 4 seconds off the pace? Excuse me? What is going on here? What just happened? Why did Lando Norris put in... He put in a first sector that was 3 seconds slower than Danny Rick's. Oh god, we are in a little bit of trouble here. We did ruin Bottas's lap, so silver linings, anybody? That's a positive. So what we've probably learned from that, trying to send these guys out on a kind of different run plan to everybody else, is don't do that.
Pit lane.
We just need to send these guys out with everybody else.
Copy.
So we don't get held up with guys going slower. We're going to go for the super late run with both of these guys again. We're going to send them out towards the back of the pack. Last guy's across the line. Nothing can get in their way. Bottas has gone out early, so he can't get held up. That's probably wise. I'm going to send Danny Rick out now. Please don't get held up by Perez. Okay, he's got a bit of a gap. George Russell, let George go past, and then Lando's coming out. So Lando, come out now. What do we need here? We need... What was the car? It's like a 120.1 or something like that. 120 flat. We're at a 120.9. So he's not reached his full potential yet. He's going faster. 26.8. That's good. I think he was in the 127 last lap, so that is good. Lando, he's still clear. He's 26.8 as well. So almost like for like first sector lap times. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Come on, boys. 19.9 middle sector. That's okay. It's not great. That's okay. Hopefully Lando put in like a 19.7, 19.8. 19.9, he went a little bit slower. No. Okay. It's all down to his final sector now. It's right on board with Danny Rick. As he comes around the last few corners here. What have we got going on? We've got Danny Rick currently in P12. He needs to find half a second to get out. Or more than half a second now. He crossed the line. He's jumped up to P11. Danny Rick in P11. Yuki and Gasly's going to knock him down. Oh no. Lando's P12. It's all on Yuki. Yuki Tsunoda did not out-qualify Lando Norris. We have got our qualifying bonus. There we go, boys. We've got our qualifying bonus. 600 grand. Yuki did not out-qualify Lando. Perfect. So we're 12th and 13th on the grid. That is pretty decent. That's our best. That is our best quality all season so far. Danny Rick is normally 14th or 15th, so we out-qualified both Hasses and one of the AlphaTauris. Whew, that was... Oh, look how close that was, Danny Rick to K-Mag. Tick the box for the qualifying bonus.
Final touches here on the grid ahead of today's
Whew.
race.
McLaren did well during qualifying.
McLaren did do well. Thanks, Karun. Thank you very much. Yes, very good position to get our first points. But remember, the rain is coming.
A good start from the grid. Let's see if they can make it work for them. The weather is very
nice sexy slow-mo shot of K-Mag then.
Staring at the sky, watching for the first sign of rain.
First sign of rain, yes.
Might have to be quite
Okay.
flexible going into today's race.
Exciting choices lie ahead then for the teams and their drivers here in Melbourne.
Yes. Now, can I see anywhere So it says light rain. I want to see a report of when the rain is coming, when it's forecast, because it just says rain. Post-practice report, 6 out of 15. That is so unfair. The performance bonus 6 out of 15. We should be 15 out of 15 there. That's not cool. Not cool, F1 manager. Not cool. You've messed me out of 9 performance bonus points for both drivers there. All of the set of confidence. We haven't got any set of confidence bonuses being applied. So that's a lesson to me. Once we get our full set of confidence close enough, do not do another run at the end on a different setup, because that is what has lost me that full 9 points on set of confidence. So this is, here we go. So we've got Drizzle starting around kind of 17, 18 laps. So those little rainy spots there, we might be able to stay out on hard tyres and might not need to come in for inters. Then it's going to rain a little bit harder at about 2/3 distance, and then stay kind of sprinkly, kind of light rain conditions until the end. So on that strategy, I'd be a fool not to run hard tyres and hope for the rain. Surely this isn't going to be enough rain here to force a stop for inters. If it is, we could run potentially this strategy, mediums, pit for inters, probably have to pit off of inters again there, and then back onto wets or inters. I'm just going to run hard. I'm going to run hard strategies for both drivers, I think. I know I don't normally like running the same strategy for both drivers, but I think I'm going to have to. Let's do it. We're going hard strategies. I'd be absolutely silly not to do that, surely.
For the drivers who've now taken position on the grid. And there's Lando Norris. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. And behind them,
now it'll be very, very interesting to see what
from the bottom half of the grid.
the other drivers'
a fair bit of ground to make up.
tyres, what they start on, really.
Building to this.
See, we're starting on the hards, both drivers. If I see some soft runners ahead, that would be very good. We've got, what, medium tyres ahead of us? Everyone on mediums? Surely not.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, we've got Danny Ricciardo got a good start. Can't really see what's going on here. Lando, are you going to go for attack? So Danny Ricciardo got a very good start. Come on, Danny. Danny inside of Ocon. He's going to attack Bottas as well. He's going to be attacking Bottas.
Nicely done, nicely done.
He's got Bottas as well. Very good. So Lando, not quite as good. Down to 13. Danny Rick. Yeah, let's watch that again. We did just watch it live, but let's watch it again. So down the inside of Ocon, and then just continue down. Got such a good draft behind Guan Yu Zhou and past Bottas as well. Perfect. So Danny Rick up into P10 here. Let's drop the fuel load down. Let's drop the ERS down for both drivers. But I kind of need Norris to be attacking Ocon here. Get past this Bottas train we've got going on. What are other drivers on? Lap history. Everyone in the front half of the grid starting on mediums. We're the first 2 guys on hard tyres here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this little sprinkle here. Wait until DRS kicks in next lap, and then I think Danny Rick might be in a little bit of trouble. Valtteri is... Why has nobody got their DRS open? Oh, it's because that activation point is the same activation point at the end of the lap, that's why. So DRS doesn't activate there, but it will activate after the chicane. Did someone just turn the lights on? Did someone just turn the lights on? Did you see that? That was not a very subtle change in weather. That was from grey clouds to bright sunshine in less than a second. Right, okay, Danny Rick, stay where you are. Push a little bit on fuel. Push a little bit on fuel, Danny Rick. That's a Red Bull. There's a Red Bull off track.
They've locked up and gone
Verstappen is off
You can
track.
take a look now. We're just
That is not
watching
going to do
the Red
his
Bull.
championship.
Well, they won't have been happy
Yeah, he's just
about
going to stop
that.
now, isn't he? That's what's silly about this game. You make a mistake, you look
The
up.
team are
You don't need to
devastated.
stop. It happened to Danny Rick last race. He had that really weird little spin thing happen to him, and he just stopped on the side of the track. He could have come back onto the track, kept his position.
Towery.
Okay,
Here's
let's
the
see how
replay.
Yuki got
Now let's
past
look at this.
Lando.
Focus on Sonoda.
Lando's out of DRS range. A little bit of a sit and duck there. Danny Rick has dropped out of DRS range now. We need to conserve tyres because that rain is coming and we won't be ready for it. Like Bottas is about to do. He's putting alongside and that defend did not work at all. Ah, good.
So this is P10.
Who came off track? Who's caused this yellow flag? Another car's run wide. Who is it? Fernando Alonso.
Now watch this.
That's good because he is
Here's Alonso's car.
way. Oh my god.
Just a bit too heavy on the brakes,
That would have been a
and they
huge
locked
accident
up.
if he'd got on the grass like that in real life. That would have been massive. That's another position gain for both drivers, so
Flags.
Go for it.
I am keeping that. I do not mind in the slightest. Right, Ocon is all over Danny Rick now, and probably going to go past. So Danny Rick is in DRS range just of Valtteri, so he should have rear wing open, which he does. So it might be safe for another lap.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Ricciardo over to
Let's have a
Bottas.
look.
Get in there, Danny.
Danny Ricciardo involved here.
So there's two battles going on. We've got Lando up here with the Alpha Tauri and the Haas, and we've got this three-way battle
And
down
there
here
they
where they're
go,
all just going to be pulling
moving
each
up
other
a
along
position in the pack.
and changing positions constantly because they're
I
all
think
just
it's
swapping
safe to
DRS.
say that way. I think there's been contact on the track.
Multiple cars. Who is
Let's
it? Who
take
is
a look
it?
at the replay. Okay, so
This
there
is
we
behind
have
us.
the Alpine.
This isn't our fight. And we've got Williams in front of everybody. We've got... Oh my god.
You can clearly see the contact there.
Was that Alonso
That
into the
caused
back of
a lot
Vettel?
damage.
Jeez. That's... How is that not a safety car? Alonso doesn't have a front wing at all. How is that not a safety car? Alonso went full speed into the back of Vettel, into the wall. Yet no safety car. What do you have to do in this game to get a safety car out? Moving forward, these guys are still staying true with them. That's good. Because I actually think... I'll jump back down to Ocon. Ocon is on mediums. Bottas is on mediums. K-Mag mediums. Yuki mediums. So we are still the lead hard runners here. So if we can stay out when that rain does come in a minute, got a 35% chance of rain in 4 minutes. I mean, it could start raining any minute really. We've got
Heavy rain in pit lane.
heavy, what? What? Heavy rain in pit lane. Ocon, what have you boxed for, Ocon? Ocon's just boxed for hard tyres. Albon is boxing. Where are we on the lap? We've just missed the pit lane, so let's continue round. And we're now well within intermediate range here for the tyres.
We
Slightly
have
more-
reports of slightly more
Only
rain,
light rain, but it's
around the circuit. Only light rain.
Albon's boxed for hards.
Ocon has also pitted.
Yeah, we're stuck around the other side of the track though, there's nothing we can do. Tiffy, Alonso is boxing now. What's Alonso going to go on to? Danny Rick is approaching the pit lane soon. I want to see what Alonso goes on to. He is going on to Inter's. Inter's on for Alonso, right, okay. How long do we expect this to rain for? I mean, it's not supposed to actually rain just yet at all. We've got an 11-second gap. That's enough to stack drivers. That is okay. Do I take a risk and keep any of them out? That's the big question. Big question. Do we box for Inters or do we keep it out? I'm going to box Danny Rick for Inters and keep Norris out. we're going to keep out. Rainfall is not getting any more than... It's not going over... Oh, he's going very slowly.
Okay, Daniel pit lane.
Norris is going very, very slowly here.
Okay, understood. Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
31.6, 23.6. Let's just have a quick look at his lap history. 31.6, 23.6. So he is losing 6 seconds through the first 2 sectors alone. So he'll be losing 10 seconds a lap. I'm boxing both drivers now. We've gone full circle on this. He's going to lose too much time. Box now, enters, yep, pit. Both drivers coming in. I think everybody's going to hit the pit lane now.
Okay, so we are box this lap.
Absolutely everybody's going to hit the pit lane. So we're stacking. Danny Ric's out. We've got Lando just coming in. That's perfect. So who's going to lose out in that? Because there were a couple of guys that pitted before us. Perez, people like that. So this would be interesting. See where Yuki, because Yuki was with Lando. So if Norris can catch Yuki, we've done the right thing. Guan Yu Zhou dry, Ocon's dry. So who have we got in front? Russell's on hard tyres. Leclerc's on hard tyres. Perez on hard tyres. This is okay. This is working very good for us. P7, a couple of guys in front on hard tyres. Norris now only 7 seconds behind Yuki. Is Lando going to catch the back of Yuki even? Look at that. Yuki is just right there. So we made the good decision to pit. Because otherwise we'd have been stuck where Yuki is. So that's good. These are the positions of Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Perez. All very much out of position. All going to probably get past us pretty quickly. So that's 4 guys. So that puts Norris down to P10 and Danny Ric down to P9. K-Mag is the first guy behind us who's kind of in our league on Inters with us. So K-Mag is the man to watch here. We're going to have a wet track for the next 10 laps. Track water has gone up a little bit. Just peaked over 2 mil of water. That's 2 millimeters.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
That's going to be very close to full wet conditions there, isn't it? That's going to be very close. That's kind of double where we're at here. So do we run inters, box for a new set of inters to the end? Or are we going to have to go on to dry tyres? Are we going to lose too much time and be overheating our inters come lap sort of like 27, 28? We might be overheating our inters. Need to stop again because the rain has stopped. It's now coming back down. But yeah, I think we can push these tyres because we're going to have box again around lap 35, 30. Yeah, around lap 34, 35 I think. For a new set of inters. Potentially full wets depending how wet the track gets. So these can last, what's this? They can last 20 laps. So if we can get to lap 30 on these, we'll then have a tyre that can last the rest of the race. Lap 35, 36, 37 even. No, I'm making it all up. If we can get to lap 38 on this set of tyres, we're good to the end of the race if we just need to do one more set of inters. Of course, that's all dependent on what happens here. Do we need to box for dries before we re-box for potentially wet tyres and then maybe inters to the end? Oh, it's raining again. The rainfall is increasing, that's good. Because what we want, we're running a good race here. We actually just want it to continue
Red Bull gained a place
with predictable conditions. Because if it continues with predictable conditions now, we're odds on, not guaranteed, but odds on for a 9th and 10th finish. So the rainfall is pretty consistent. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay and then pit for wet tyres in around 5 to 10 laps. So I'm going to go full attack with Lando on these tyres here. So it is starting to rain, even heavier now. So this is where we need to be careful because we could be getting into full wet territory pretty soon. 100% chance of rain. The rain is supposed to get heavier, but we're still within Inter's range. So you can see it's there, and it's 2.6 mil. We only need full wets when we get to 4. So if that's 2.6, 4 mil is probably up here somewhere. So I don't think we're going to reach full wet conditions. I think it's going to be an intermediate finish this race. But Norris has got a 10-second gap to K-Mag now. So Norris is, I'm not going to say comfortable, but he's relatively comfy. Russell is slowly closing on Danny Ric. Give him a little bit of overtake and a little bit of full push. Who's he got? Who have we got? We've got a lapped car ahead of us now. This could get interesting. Here we go. Losing the RS, battery's drained. Bugger. Just as we're about to get Bottas there, the battery depletes completely. We've got George Russell closing. And he's not going to make a move there. And Danny Ric is going to run out of tyres at some point soon. So we're going to need to make a call in a minute on what we do with Danny Ric. Do we box him for dry tyres? No, rain is falling again. Rain is falling again. Hopefully it's like this throughout the race. I'm going to probably pit him for some inters very soon. Get him out of this train of cars. So what have we got? We've got 17 laps to the end. I know a set of intermediates can do that. Right. Danny Ric is coming round towards the pit lane. Rain is still falling, although it's predicted to slow. He's running out of tyres, but he's stuck in a train of cars. Do I box Danny Ric now onto a new set of intermediates, hoping that it doesn't dry out before the end of the race? I'm going to box Danny Ric, hit, new set of inters, pit this lap with Danny Ric. Get him out of this train of cars and hope the rain stays, even though the rainfall is falling a little bit. With a new set of inters on Danny Ric's car. That should feed him out between Norris and Magnussen here, I reckon. Where's Magnussen? He's coming around the second to last corner as we speak. Coming around the last corner now as Danny Ric exits the pit lane, so that's perfect. We've got a nice window for Danny Ric. Now he can still push on these tyres because pushing the whole way he did 23 laps on his last set of tyres at full push. He's only got to do 17 laps now. So he can go full out attack on these tyres. Lando. He's getting very close to when we need to make a decision. 25-second pit stop loss, 5 seconds back, 13. So 26 seconds back to Yuki. Let's push on fuel for Lando. And let's deploy some ERS as well to try and eke that gap to Yuki out a little bit better. So Norris is increasing that gap to Yuki, which is good. That's what we want. I want someone else to box. I want someone else to box to see. It's definitely too wet to go onto dry tyres currently. But we may need dry tyres at the end. So we've got 4 seconds back to Danny Ric. So 13 and a half. So 27 back to Yuki. So he should be safe. So Norris should be safe to Yuki now. And he's out of head of Vettel, which is good. So he's still ahead of Vettel, who is a lap down, so that's good. He doesn't need to lap Vettel there. So he can go attack pace because
100% pace now.
and he still is. If Gasly and Bottas pit again, they might feed back behind Danny Ric here. He may have jumped Gasly and Bottas here. So that's who we're watching. Sector 3. Driver van wide. No! Lando! Lando, what are you doing? Just as I said, you're safe to Yuki. Yes, Tsunoda. I think he's still ahead. He is still ahead of Yuki.
We can take a look now.
Oh no.
Just take a look at the McLaren. And
On your
this-
outlap.
Yes, there.
And he does the
That's
same as
the lockup.
Verstappen. Look at that. He's going to stop. He gets going again straight away though. That's good. Whew. Close call there with Lando. That's not helped our cause at all. We're 11 laps from the end. Rainfall is slowing. And these guys aren't going to be able to make these tyres last to the end. Surely not. 39, 40%. They're losing around 2% a lap. So in 5 laps they're going to be below 30%, which is about the cut-off. Surely these guys can't go to the end on this set. Multiple cars crashed. Multiple cars. Norris is okay. Danny Rick's okay. Or was it a sector 1 safety car? No!
Okay, safety
No,
car
we
deployed,
didn't need a safety
deployed.
car. That's one thing we didn't need right now.
Okay, drive to the delta, drive to the delta.
That is one thing we absolutely didn't need right now because everyone in front of us is going to get a cheap pit stop. Oh, disaster. Safety car. We did not want a safety car right now. I want to see what the accident was
There's
though.
been contact and several
Multiple cars. Please be cars in front of us.
Let's take a closer look.
It is cars in
Now
front.
let's
That's...
look at this. The focus on Tsunoda.
Oh no, it's not there behind us. That's Guan Yu Zhou. Oh, that was... That was...
There's the
Oh my
collision.
god.
It's caused absolute carnage.
Oh my god, Tsunoda's car's on fire. Wow. Tsunoda? Is he okay? Brand new show. So, pull our pace all the way back to conservative. Save fuel. And harvest because we're under safety car conditions. No, this is a disaster here.
Okay,
Danny
keep
Rick's the
looking after
first
the
car to be
time.
picked up with the safety car as well.
Okay, understood.
So these guys, are they boxed yet?
Yeah, confirm.
What have we got going on here? Tyre history. So Stroll, Latifi, Albon boxed. Let's see the map here. So safety car is there. Has he let? So he's let Danny Rick go.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
So safety car's let Danny Rick go. Oh god, this is absolutely not what we needed. We're in the hot seat then. Danny Rick could have finished. He was on for like a 4th place finish. And now everyone's getting a free pit stop. But no one's pitting. Verstappen didn't pit. We got six laps to the end. Who have we got pitting? Mick Schumacher's pitting. We need Russell and Bottas to pit here. They're going to the end. They're going to eke it out to the end here, and we're going to be... But that safety car has ruined our race. Absolutely ruined our race. I locked up there, trying to keep steady. It's okay, you've got a 30-second window, you're okay. Safety car in this lap.
Safety
Okay.
car in this lap.
Understood.
So what have we got? These guys on... He didn't let us catch up. He didn't let us catch up. These guys ahead of us are on absolutely destroyed tyres. They've got no tyre life left, 26%. And we're on new tyres, but we're behind. Let's push, full attack, full push. With both drivers now. Danny Rick, catch them up. He's going to catch him. Danny Rick is going to catch the pack, yes. And we want overtake on here. Although he's got some lapped cars ahead of him.
No overtaking.
Okay, understood.
No overtaking, I've put overtake on though. Normal racing resumed. Right,
Use
Danny Rick, you
overtake.
need to clear. Is that Stroll or Vettel ahead of you? Danny Rick, this is all you. You've got new tyres. Everyone else is on extremely worn tyres for 3 laps. Okay, he's cleared the slow car. Can he get Perez? Everyone's going slowly. Everyone's going slowly because his lap car's ahead. He's got Perez. Danny Rick is up in position into P8. Hamilton up ahead.
Good job. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. I know this.
Great
Yeah, no, we've got
overtake.
Hamilton and then Gasly straight ahead of him. Oh, he's going to... Oh, he almost sent it. Almost decided to send it there. Norris is close to catching K-Mag. Oh, what have we got here? Everyone's slowing down. We've got lapped cars. Go, 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 go. Go. What is going on? This is awful. Awful AI. What is going on? Everyone is just stopping because there's a lap car ahead of him. We've got Perez right behind him. We've got... Oh, no. What is this rubbish? AI is cheating us here. AI is absolutely cheating us with all these lapped cars. Why are you going slowly? Danny Rick, why are you going slowly? He was right behind Hamilton and now he's 2 seconds back. Danny Rick is closing on Hamilton, but he's got a slow Aston Martin ahead of him. Get out of the way, Vettel or Stroll. Vettel. Get out of the way, Seb Vettel, please. Danny Rick has a chance here of 5th place, but he's going to blow it with the lap count. He's lapped cars. Lando Norris has actually fallen back from K-Mag. He was 2 seconds. Whee, that was risky. But Danny Rick's passed. Okay, we've got 2nd to Hamilton now. I reckon Danny Rick could finish 6th here. Overtake. Overtake Danny Rick, come on. He's gaining, he's not gaining anymore. Okay, down the next straight, into turn 3. Could be where we get Hamilton here. Not a good exit. He's not gaining enough. He's not gaining enough, no. Come on, Danny Rick. Norris is gaining dramatically on Magnussen here. He's taking a 2nd out of him that lap. Here we go, Danny Rick. He's trying to get past. He's trying his best to get past. He's got full overtake, full attack, and full push on the fuel. And he's got much better tyres. Hamilton's tyres must be absolutely destroyed right about now. What are Hamilton's tyres? Hamilton, 19% life on his tyres. This is Charles Danny Rick. This is it. Now or never, really. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's just run out of ERS. That's where we needed to get him. This is what we want. We want Danny Rick to get Hamilton. Norris is side by side with K-Mag. Oh no, he's not. He's behind him actually. Can I break him? There he is. He's side by side. And Norris is through. Now defend. Full defend. Danny Rick, where are you at? Come on, Danny Rick. Oh, this is genuinely exciting. Edge of my seat sort of thing. Yeah, we saw Norris get Magnussen. That was good. Edge of my seat. Come on, Danny Rick. Double points finish. But can you get 7th place? Can you get Lewis Hamilton? Oh, we got absolutely... Oh, is he going to the inside? No, he's not. He's not going to the inside. Oh, Danny Rick. Lick that stamp and send it. Come on. Last corner. Full overtake. Let's go. He's not going to do it. That was his last chance, really. That was his last chance. He's not going to get him now. Should I be disappointed with P8 and P10? I absolutely shouldn't. But if it wasn't for that safety car, we could have had an absolutely insane finish. Ah, Danny Rick comes across the line.
That's the checkered flag.
P8, Norris, P10.
It's a good day for the team. Good points.
That is good points. That was good. I hate to say, what does any of that mean? What does any of that mean? ACS off. Oh, I don't want to sound disappointed, but I am a little bit. That safety car. If it wasn't for that safety car, P4 was on the table. We played it blindly with our strategy there.
From Danny Ricciardo.
P8, P10. I could be happy with that. Danny Rick, 4 points. Lando Norris, 1 point. Both drivers got their first points of the season. And we jumped Haas. We jumped Haas in the constructors, but AlphaTauri and Alpine still ahead of us. Pierre Gasly getting mega points. We could have got up there. Oh, stop saying that. Still annoyed. Oh, I've got 1 development point for Lando. Very good. Very, very good. Still annoyed we didn't get our all of our driver performance bonuses. That was a little bit annoying. And we had to pay Danny Rick $1 million because he finished 8th. Do we get... We didn't get any bonus. We got our qualifying position streak. That was good. But we didn't get any bonuses for Danny Rick finishing in 8th place, but we had to pay him $1 million. So we're actually out of pocket because we had to pay Danny Rick. Greedy Danny Rick. But that was good. And now we have got to the point where we have to vote on a regulation change. Minor technical changes. Proposing new minor technical regulations for the 2023 season. Become too easy for drivers to follow closely in front to gain a racing advantage. Become too easy to follow cars. Create more space between cars to reduce the number of red flag incidents. What? Will reduce all teams' design expertise regarding the affected car parts. This will impact all teams regardless of the car strengths. Considerations to the fairness and future of F1 as a whole. Cooling focus changes. Or airflow focus changes. I think cooling focus changes because that will affect how close we can get to the car in front less than if we did airflow. Did airflow sensitivity, that will really affect how close we can follow. I don't like these changes. I'm going to go cooling focus changes. Be a weekend to forget for Yuki. Yeah, he got absolutely destroyed in that race, didn't he? That was a big old crash. We are disappointed that the team performed below expectation. What do we have to do to not disappoint our board? We finished double points finish. Both cars in the top 10 and they're disappointed. Low stock on the suspension, yes, I know. Manufacturer, I want to manufacture a new suspension. We've got 4 of the old suspension cars, just stick that on it. What's the cost of... I mean, it's only 50 grand. 200 grand to develop 4 new suspension parts. Current projects, we've got 16 days and 17 days for the front wing and the underfloor. So we've got 1 development point for Lando here. How do we want to develop Lando? We've got pace, so his outright pace. So reactions would be good because that will help his race starts, which he didn't do very well with last race because Danny Rick jumped him at the race start. He's got 82 reactions. So could be worth getting that up. Consistency, he's very consistent. And adaptability. Acceleration and corner speed on tyres not suited to wetter track levels. Ability to overtake other cars. And the ability to defend. I'm going to go cornering. Bring his cornering up 1. Just try and bring his overall pace up. Okay, we've scouted both of our guys now. Both of our technical chiefs. So we could now scout some drivers. So let me know in the comments below which drivers you want me to scout, because I'm thinking, as I said last race, of scouting some of these F2 guys and potentially offering them a kind of a reserve driver seat. Not Deruvula though. I don't really want to offer Deruvula a race seat, even though is he the highest rated F2 guy? No, Piastri's a reserve driver. Yeah, I think he is. Don't know how. But one of the younger guys, so Pocher, maybe we could give him reserve driver role. Get rid of Stoffel Van Dorn or Verschoor. Verschoor is a quality driver. So let me know in the comments below who you want me to scout. So upgrade complete. Race simulator has been improved and fully refurbished. Brilliant. So that means our drivers will now get more XP, I think. Yep, so experience gain each week, 80% instead of 60%. But that will do it for this episode, guys. Let me know in the comments below how you are finding these episodes, whether you're enjoying them. Also, let me know which young driver you want me to scout and potentially put in the reserve driver role. As always, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more F1 22 and F1 Manager 22 content. Until next time, guys, I will see you on track.